I do not know where to begin. The last few months feel like a movie I did not want to watch, a film that keeps playing even after the credits roll. I made this account because I thought I would go insane if I did not put the story somewhere outside my head. I hoped I would find one person who had lived through something like this. Instead, I found a crowd. That alone is heartbreaking. College, grief, and a promise. I met my wife, Sue, when we were both 18. We said I love you within weeks. She chased me a little, and I was grateful she did. Her father died of pancreatic cancer in her senior year. I slept in a hospital chair beside her because she was afraid of the quiet. There is a kind of love that hardens in grief. We had that. 2 years after graduation, I proposed. We had jobs, 2 families that loved us, and plans for a future that looked simple and good. My oldest friend, Dave, was my best friend since 3rd grade, the brother I never had. A year ago, his wife died in a car crash. He came home a shell of himself. I tried to reach him and could not. I asked Sue to try. That decision sits in my chest like a stone. They started spending time together, hikes, movies, lunches. At first, I told myself it was good for him. Then she started guarding her phone, turning her screen, coming home late. One Friday, she said she was staying at her sister's. Her sister never saw her. At 10 that night, I drove to Dave's house. Her car was parked out front. I heard her inside. I looked through the crack of the door, and there she was. I walked away. She ran after me, yelling she could explain. I drove until the city blurred. The fallout. I couldn't eat, couldn't sleep. Work gave me time off. I thought about dying, not because I wanted to die, but because I wanted the pain to stop. Internet strangers told me to breathe, to drink water, to call a lawyer. Sue sent me an email. She said she loved me. She said it didn't mean anything. She said she was sorry. I didn't reply. The talk. 2 weeks later, she found me. She cried and begged to fix it, said we could move away, start over, that she didn't love Dave. I asked why. She said she didn't know how to stop. Then she said she'd been pregnant and ended it because she didn't know whose it was. I went numb. I told her to leave. The hospital. Days later, my mother called. Sue was in the hospital, an overdose. I went. She was asleep in a psych ward. I felt love, anger, and pity fighting in my chest. When she recovered, I filed anyway. The letters. She wrote me pages of apology, said she felt ugly next to her sister, that Dave's attention made her feel wanted. She said it was not an excuse. The gaslighting hurt worse than the affair. I asked my lawyer what would happen if I did something stupid to Dave. She said I'd go to jail, so I did nothing. The stroke. Months later, the divorce was final. I moved west. For the first time, I could go a day without crying. Then her sister called. Sue had a stroke. When I visited, she could barely speak. Her family asked me not to come again. Now I hear nothing unless someone decides to tell me. I walk around with a weight that never lifts. What I learned. Infidelity doesn't end the day you catch it. It stains everything. But I learned I can survive what I thought would kill me. You can love someone and still not be able to live with them. Forgiveness and reconciliation are not the same. If you are here too, if you're where I am, document everything. Get a lawyer early. Do not retaliate. Eat something with protein. Take a hot shower. Walk 20 minutes. Text a friend one honest sentence. Block people who blame you. Find a therapist who helps you plan for yourself. Love is one ingredient. Respect is another. Truth is the third. If one is missing, the recipe fails, no matter how much you want it to work. I am still hurt. I am still angry. I am still here.